Deannis out for inning number 2 in the top of the 7th. Peppers down 4-1. Looking to get some of those runs back. It'll be Steen, Hurst, and Estrada. A righty followed by 2 lefties against the left-hander out of NC State. Deannis takes a breath, raises the leg, and fires. Swing and a wave. It's 0-1.
Steen just hasn't been able to find it really today. And that would be a huge time for him to get his first base hit.
Peppers need something, down 3 runs, running out of outs. It's already the top of the 7th. Deannis tosses, swinging a looper foul down the right field line out of play. 0-2 quickly on Randy Steen. Deannis adjusts his jersey and offers the 0-2. Fastball swung on and lined up the middle sharply, down in shallow center for a base hit. Randy Steen starts the inning with a single.
There's that timely hit from Steen. He's got great bat-to-ball skills and really shows him off right there, driving that one right back up the middle.
And with the Peppers offense struggling a little bit, obviously just 1 run, 3 hits today. That was hit number 3. Certainly need some more of that. It'll be Hurst now the lefty against the lefty Deannis. Runner on first, no outs. Deannis fires and misses inside with a curveball. It's 1-0. Ott playing closer to second, even against the lefty Hurst. The left side of the infield pinching in a bit. Deannis tosses and gets a strike over the outer third. It's 1-1. Deannis looks back at first and throws. Swing and a miss on a nasty breaking ball. It's 1-2.
Yeah, really nice pitch by Deannis. Just had Hurst, a guy who doesn't strike out a whole lot, just way out in front.
Deannis only 3 innings in 3 seasons over at NC State. As he tosses. Swing and a whiff on another curveball. Strike 3 and out number 1 for Deannis on Dalton Hurst. That was nasty.
That was a beautiful pitch and just had him throwing what looked like a wet noodle at that ball.
Just tried to throw his sword at it, but I think as soon as he started to swing, knew it was over. That'll be Danny Estrada, lefty, runner on first, 1 out. Pitch in, runner goes, pitch is low, throw to second, not in time. Randy Steen swipes the bag and gets into scoring position.
He's a guy with speed. If you're the Tops, you got to watch out for him, and got a great jump on that pitch and made it in with a big dive.
So now runner on second, 1 out, 1-0 to Estrada. Peppers down 4-1, top 7 in Wilson. Deannis throws. Fastball swung on and lined down the left side out of play. 1-1. Estrada, an all-star. All-CPL second team last year, and then was an all-star in the Great Lakes League in 2022. So summer ball legend of sorts. Pitch in, misses low and past the catcher off the backstop. Spinning throw to third. Not in time, ahead of the slide from Steen. And he's 90 feet from making this a 2-run game.
And that was very close. You have to watch out if you're on the base pass and you see a wild pitch go. And that backstop right there, you get a lot of balls bouncing right back to the catcher. And it almost got Randy Steen out, but he got a great jump on it and saw that pitch bounce by the catcher and moved.
Deannis sets and fires. Fastball swung on and lined back. Count remains 2-2. Deannis, a lot of fastballs. Right side of the infield, both Robinson and Ott into the outfield grass. Pitch is delivered. It's a curveball missing towards the right-handed batter's box. Count goes 3-2. As Deannis takes a breath and offers. Fastball swung on, bounce to third. It's over the glove of Jack Cale, into left field in a hurry. Steen into score on the jog, and Estrada to first, his second single of the day, makes it a 4-2 game.
Just rocketed that one off the glove of Jack Cale. Just couldn't handle it, was hit too hard. He'll get a single for that one, and Danny Estrada doing damage today.
So after a pretty calm first inning of relief, Deannis faces some trouble here, has already allowed a run. Now it's the two-hitter Bobby Askew, a righty. 1 for 3 with an RBI single and 2 Ks. Deannis delivers and misses inside. Rather, they'll say that's a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Deannis looks at first and throws. Pitch inside. Askew won hitter line of the night on July 5th against the Yard Gnomes in Greenville. 3 homers. He has 4 homers on the year. All 4 have been on the road. Homer here would tie the game. Outfield shifted a bit for him to pull. Deannis tosses and misses outside. Ott playing closer to second against the righty. And the left side of the infield playing closer to the middle of the dirt than you might expect against a right-handed hitter. Deannis throws. Fastball gets the inner corner. Count goes to 2-2. Tobbs on a 6-game losing streak. Peppers have won 3 of their last 4. White sets up outside. Pitches in. Taken low and inside. Count goes full.
And I think Deannis is starting to lose the control a little bit, getting into that second inning. And just with how little he's pitched at NC State, I would assume the leash is a little shorter with him.
2-run game as well. Runner on first, 1 out. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout from Deannis. His 4th. And it gets 2 outs on the board with a runner on first for Tanner Thomas. And with the Peppers just 2 runs away from tying things up, that is a huge K.
Absolutely, and you could see Bobby Askew was not pleased with himself, just giving himself some words of disencouragement, you could say.
Thomas, the 3-hitter, a 4-hit night last night as the pitch comes into the righty and is taken on the inside, 0-1. After that 4 for 5 performance last night, 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Runner on first, 2 outs, top 7, Peppers down 4-2. Deannis offers, swinging a high tapper to the left side, charging it, gloving it on the infield grass, firing to first in time for the out. What a play by Jack Cale to end the inning. It's 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Syracuse emerges from the huddle with Fair, Wood, Rice, Woolley, and Burrows. NC State, it's Brooks, Rivers, Cox, Hayes, and River Baldwin. Fair inbounding from the near baseline, loops it over to Wood on the baseline. Dribble handoff back to Fair, right wing. She's got Brooks on her. Down the alley, pulls up for a jumper, misses it back iron. Fight for the rebound. It's to Madison Hayes. Hayes over to Rivers as NC State goes from right to left. Rivers on the left wing, guarded by Woolley. Lobs it up to the top of the arc, Brooks. Over to Hayes, and swung to the right wing, Rivers. Bounces it to Baldwin, has it poked away, and Elena Rice ends up taking it for Syracuse over to Fair, who attacks the right basket. Bounces it backwards to Woolley, right wing, Wood a jumper. Missed it back iron. Rebounded by Baldwin. Under 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter, 2-point lead for SU. Brooks on the left wing, near the baseline, crossing over back to the wing. Top of the arc, Rivers finds the right wing, Cox. Right back to Rivers, who looks at her coach for some instructions. Crosses over on Woolley, down the right alley, and to the baseline. Has 5 on the shot clock, finds Baldwin in the paint, hook shot, off back iron, offside iron, and through the cup. River Baldwin is a problem, and Syracuse doesn't have an answer. It's a tie game. 3 minutes remain in the second quarter. Baseball pass right wing Elena Rice. Finds the top of the arc Burrows, right back to Rice. Thinks about a three, instead gives it to Woolley at the top of the arc. Down the left alley, trying to back down Hayes in the paint. And navigating to the right wing. 3 on the shot clock. Fair, a deep 3. Misses it. Rebound out to Woolley on the right baseline. Fair gets it back at the NC State logo. Directing traffic, guarded by Brooks. Crosses over from left to right. Kick out right wing. Rice a 3. Misses it. Almost missed everything. Just barely grazed the rim. Fight for the ball under the rim. It's out of bounds. Last touched by Syracuse. And the Orange haven't scored for nearly 4 minutes.
The Orange keep working on the outside. There's not a lot of opportunities in the low post for Syracuse in this second quarter. NC State doing a good job of pushing them out where they just aren't hitting their shots.
2.5 minutes remain. It's a 31-31 game. Brooks, right wing, Cox a 3. Missed it off the backboard. Rebounded by Rice. Attacking the left basket for the Orange. Woolley finds the right wing, Burrows. Kicks it to the top of the arc, Fair. Back to Burrows. Charges towards the free throw line, guarded by Cox. Spin around jumper. Hangs on the rim, down and in. Sophie Burrows hadn't scored 10 plus in 13 straight games. Did that against Pittsburgh, and now has 2 tonight. Zoe Brooks, right wing. Into the paint, Euro step. Floater. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Rice. She's been a vacuum for the boards. Coast to coast, left wing, rejected by Sanaya Rivers in the left hand. Oh, wow. An impressive stuff by Sanaya Rivers, who, as Elena Rice was coasting down the left alley, came from the right side of the baseline and just palmed it out of bounds.
And Charlie, in transition, a lot of times you'll look for a chase down block from behind. That wasn't a chase down. Like you said, she just shifted over to where Rice was. She got back on defense well and swatted it.
Syracuse up 2, 1:40 remains. Woolley on the inbound to the top of the arc. Rice has to jump to get it and hands a short pass to Fair. Burrows thinks about a screen, backs off. Fair with the left hand, now backing down. Brooks with the right. Crosses over to the right wing. 10 on the shot clock, dribbling in place. Behind the back dribble, gets her to the paint. Kick out Woolley at the top of the arc. She steps back and floats up a jumper. Front rim no good, rebounded by Baldwin. Rivers, they have 2-on-1 if they hurry. Euro step, up with the left hand. Got it, plus the foul. Sanaya Rivers with the Euro. It's a tie ball game, 33-33. A little over a minute remains in the second quarter, and the foul is on Georgia Woolley. That'll be the second foul of the day on Woolley, and the 5th on SU. Rivers' first free throw, rims in and out. River Baldwin the rebound, Rice pursues it, and it's a jump ball. It'll be Syracuse's ball. The possession arrow points their way with 1:10 left on the clock. Georgia Woolley takes her first seed of the day, Jesse.
As USA wheelchair fencing looks to show its might in the Paralympics, rookie Garrett Schoonover appears to be a name that can do some damage. The U.S. Army veteran only got involved with wheelchair fencing a few years ago, and prior to that, he didn't know much about the sport.
I had never heard of wheelchair fencing, and I'd only really had one interaction with fencing prior to starting in this sport. I used to be in the military, and one weekend there was a youth tournament. They took over our armory, and I showed up and almost got a sword in the face as I was coming through the door, and then I got yelled at for being in the way.
Schoonover is competing in 5 different events throughout the games. When I caught up with him, he was working with fellow participant Byron Branch, who acted as an extra coach on a specific discipline.
Earlier today we were working on foil. It's a weapon I really enjoy. It's a game I really enjoy. Byron has been doing this for 20 plus years. I'm only 2.5 years into it, so he is the fencer I stand to learn the most from here. He's great to work with. He's very patient.
Schoonover ventures into his first ever Paralympics as an athlete to watch. He's coming off an appearance at the National Wheelchair Fencing Tournament where he swept gold medals in all 3 sword categories. That's épée, foil, and saber.
We had our last qualifying tournament between that tournament and now in Brazil, and I took a gold in épée at that tournament. I took a bronze in foil, the weapon we were working on earlier.
With some positive momentum on his side, Schoonover took a calculated approach in getting ready for the Paralympics.
May to now, I've been trying to balance practice, but also rebuilding my physicality so that I can come compete all 5 days at my peak.
The first of those events has him using the saber sword in Category A on September 3rd. We'll have a write-up at the link in our bio, and you can watch on Peacock.